This video is brought to you by Lord VPN. We won't judge you for how you use our VPN, but he will. No, as always, it's actually brought to you by patreon.com/doseofbuckley. I'm not really sure how to start this episode of A Dose of Buckley. I have some really sad news for those of you who aren't perpetually on social media, so hopefully you're sitting down for this. Elon Musk and Grimes have split up. Yes, I know, it's devastating for all the romantics in my audience. After hearing that these two sentient internet memes couldn't make it work, how could anyone ever believe in true love again? And more importantly, what will this mean for custody of their baby, XCOM 2 or whatever the kid's goddamn name is? Maybe it'll spend weekends with Daddy Elon as he tries to figure out how to shoot it into space, and weekends Grimes can record the kid crying to use in her music, making it only the second most annoying part of her songs, next to her own ethereal warbling. Grimes is a 33-year-old woman who perpetually acts like a 14-year-old who just discovered what irony is. Which is, I guess, a good defense mechanism when you're a celebrity that pretends you don't really want to be a celebrity, while still constantly doing a bunch of dumb celebrity shit, like going to the Met Gala wearing a shower curtain and carrying a sword. That you can just claim everything you ever say or do was you trying to be ironic or sarcastic or something, so you never have to take responsibility for anything real. For example, a lot of people think that Grimes is a communist, or was before she betrayed the comrades, in her own words, by porking one of the richest men on the planet. This rumor started because someone found her high school yearbook photo where she had quoted Joseph Stalin. "Gaiety is the most outstanding feature of the Soviet Union." In a video she made in the summer, she said it was a dark joke, comparing her school to the Soviet Union for destroying creativity by painting over some murals and booting out kids with failing grades. I guess that high school's history class must not have been very good if that's what she thinks the Soviet Union did. Before that, she had made that absurd "I have a proposition for the communists" video. I probably shouldn't make fun of her list, but here we are, where she said that AI would be the fastest path to communism, making sure no one would have to work on farms because, in her words,
let's be real, enforced farming is really not a vibe.
33 years old. Anyway, earlier this month, she re-sparked the rumors that she's a pinko with this photo shoot, walking down the streets of Los Angeles in what I described on Twitter as looking like an extra in an asylum version of Dune, while reading the Communist Manifesto. So these surface on October 2nd. Then, October 3rd in the early morning, she does damage control, claiming, "Paparazzi followed me to a shoot, so I tried to think what I could do that would yield the most onionish possible headline, and it worked, haha." One of her fangirls goes, "Brilliant, it sure did. You played them like a queen because they are all eating it up. Notice me, senpai." And senpai did indeed notice her. Grimes replied, "This whole thing is so funny. I think my publicist is stressed. I should probably stop impulsively doing controversial things. My friend just had the book and the photogs were outside. I'll prob regret this later, ha ha ha." 33 years old. "Haha, I should probably stop being so edgy, like, oh my god." Shut the fuck up. You call this impulsive? First off, there's nothing impulsive about that outfit. It looks like it took an hour to get into, and will take 2 hours and a tub of margarine to get out of. "Oh, this outfit? No, it was for a different photo shoot. Then my friend, who just happens to carry around a copy of the Communist Manifesto, as one does, gave me it, and then I went outside where the photogs were." The only pictures that have surfaced so far are from one source. If there were groups of paparazzi out there, there'd be different angles, varying degrees of quality, other sites with other photo credits. No. This is all the work of one photographer who she's very clearly posing for. On Instagram, she says, "I was really stressed when paparazzi wouldn't stop following me this week, but then I realized it was opportunity to troll. I swear this headline, OMG, WTF, haha, I'm dead." So you decided to troll them by giving them a photo shoot? Oh man, you really trolled them by letting them make a living. Haha, got 'em. She goes on to say that she's not a communist, and then gives us another 14-year-old girl rambling. "There are some very smart ideas in this book. But personally, I'm more interested in a radical decentralized UBI that I think could potentially be achieved through crypto and gaming, but I haven't ironed that idea out enough yet to explain it. Regardless, my opinions on politics are difficult to describe because the political systems that inspire me the most have not yet been implemented. Oh, so galaxy brain. The political systems that inspire me the most have not yet been implemented. They're just theories that exist in the mind. And they involve crypto and gaming because of course they do. Yes, a good system of government would definitely be inspired by digital collectibles purchased with imaginary money by the loudmouth dipshits who yell slurs at each other online. But she's not completely against commie theories like, say, the redistribution of wealth, as long as it's distributed to her. After all, she did benefit from some Canadian tax dollars during the pandemic. In case you didn't know, Grimes is originally from Vancouver, and around this time last year, Grimes got $90,000 from an organization called Factor that generally helps small Canadian artists out by giving them grants to create albums. Factor clarified later that it was Grimes' record label who applied for and received the funding in her name, presumably to help cover the cost of producing this upcoming lesbian space opera concept album she's been yammering on about. I did a video for the Patreon subscribers about that, cheap plug, but she described it as a story about the creator of AI being in love with this AI girl, who decides to break away from him to fall in love with another female AI, where I once again predicted the future, suggesting that this whole premise was a cry for help, that Musk was the AI creator and Grimes was the AI, wanting to escape the person that made her. Remember, Grimes was just some niche Canadian indie pop artist your weird friend who likes walking around dead malls and taking photos of empty stores knew about before she married Elon. In that video, I also joked that this had some real Monica vibes, referring to the worst song entry, I Might Go Lesbian from 2015, where Monica claims that she's sick of men, so that's why she might start dating women. Which is a somewhat frowned upon trope among the lesbian community, that they all became scissor sisters because men were jerks to them, that their entire identity is still based on men's behavior. They probably don't like the term scissor sisters either. Anyway, Grimes doubled down on this with a lol random joke in an email to Page 6, where she said that she was going to colonize Jupiter's moon Europa separately from Elon for the lesbian commune. The billionaire man broke my heart, so I'm gonna go live in space and become a commie lesbian now. Funny stuff. Again, 33 years old. It's amazing how much she's obsessed with AI, the idea of an intelligence that can develop and become smarter and capable of more advanced thought processes and decision-making over time, while she herself has the stunted mind of a child stuck in the same loop of, what can I do to get the public to pay attention to me? And, oh no, the public paid attention to me. Now what? LOL, I'll just say I was being random for the memes. But I think we can determine once and for all that Grimes is not a communist. In fact, communism to Grimes is like a toilet seat to Carrot Top. It's just a prop for her to get laughs. And just like Carrot Top, everyone's just left scratching their heads at Grimes' attempts to troll, going, wait, who thought that was supposed to be funny?